Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are still primarily focused on filling in all of this space back over here. That does need to be worked on.
Ships
and
upscaled.
Right, we are working on upgrading this over here. That's fine. Unfortunately, the board is being a bit of a jerk about our defense budget, and they're not okay with the amount that we're spending on defense. So we didn't tell them that we were increasing our naval capacity further, and they're going to be pretty upset about that once they find out. But that's going to be a little bit yet. So we've got some time. We have all of this going on down here. So we're going to do a lot of upgrading first. And do we have any more that we were going to do here? No. Okay, it's mostly just upgrading. But they're going to be upset about that. No doubt about that. What I'm a little upset about is our consumer goods situation. So we definitely need to work on that.
Resource encountered.
These guys declared war on the Pictlings again, but I think we're no longer... No, we are allied with the Pictlings. Okay, so they're going to be down here, but this time we're not getting raided. Ah. Wait a second. We're at war with the Pictlings' vassals? What is this war? A secret fealty. Okay. I see. So, how do we want to handle this? The Malwegel League here, they don't have open borders to us. I'm not sure if we can actually get in here. We can certainly start moving our fleets down towards Polbankir.
Research actualized.
That is definitely a thing that we can do. We just finished the Starhold tech, and that's very, very good. We can actually grab Star Fortresses. This is an economic upgrade for us, again, under the same argument as before, because we're going to look to upgrade our trade stations. So we can get that Starhold going, for sure. That is a trade station. And realistically, I'm going to cancel it, and we're going to upgrade this one instead. The board is actually mollified with our defense spending now that we're in a war again. The board has come around a little bit. There's no doubt about that. But as soon as we're out of war again, they're going to pretty much instantly forget that this is a problem. Now we can definitely come in via Theravia. I completely missed that we have that. So we can attack there, and we definitely want to bring these guys on over to, like, Polbankir. Now, how strong are these? These are actually fairly weak. We can fight this and just leave our allies to come down over here and fight these guys. Or just give up their territory. The Tuxan entity is going to be a problem in the long term. And we'll have to deal with it. But for now, this is what we can do. We do need to deal with our consumer goods, our energy credits, our food. These are all problems at this moment. The Pictlings are apparently going up over here. That's interesting. We're on our way over, and we'll get there eventually. So we'll see how that goes. We're not in any danger of losing territory, so for now we're okay with using the Pictlings as a buffer as we buy time by trading away Pictling territory, is what we're doing here. So we need to continue to move through here, and we shouldn't have any problem building a station here. It's only if we colonize this Gaia world that the Calactoran protectors should get upset. So that should be okay.
Starbase under assault.
We just finished up in Vinjim, and now we're heading up to Pandal. Yep. And they're in Theravia right now. This is not shocking. We're making our way on over. Having pieced them together, the foreign objects inside the destroyed drones have been identified by our experts as one-way transmitters. Since they're not set to receive, it's safe to assume that the drones were not acting at the behest of some third party. Rather, some entity has been keeping tabs on the drone's activities. It's advisable to look into this matter. Okay, we'll definitely do so. I wanted to just double-check this composition here. Okay, noted. So obviously, all of these upgrades are canceled, right? We're not currently working on the upgrades.
We have lost a starbase.
And yeah, they occupy Theravia. No shockers there. Our ally moves in here. They're going to lose this, I believe, but they'll inflict some losses. So this seems reasonably fine. They're tying them up at least. And they've got another fleet coming in here. Are they just ignoring these guys again? They kind of are. Because they can't fight them. That's the problem. The Pictlings are also weak. We might want to drop our alliance with the Pictlings, to be honest, after this war. We probably do want to. So we're making our way on over. We'll arrive there in the eventual times. How are we doing on our planets here? So our mining world requires a job. This is really not a mining world. This is really a tech world. So we're going to mark that as a tech world. What else do we need here? We just need a job. So we're going to put in a research complex for the time being. A research complex will help us tremendously. What is our current strength here? 1.3k. Our ally actually has 9.8k here. So that seems fine. They're just completely ignoring this. I mean, they can't fight these fleets, right? So that's fair enough.
We have lost a starbase.
Yeah, we're being attacked down over here. We're definitely able to deal with that, though. I'm not concerned about that. So that'll be fine. What I'm a little concerned about is our consumer goods. I'm actually more than a little concerned about our consumer goods. Gossamer Prime, we should probably designate this as a factory world right now. Unfortunately, we're going to need a corporate culture site and crystal mines and gas extraction wells here. For the time being, I'm going to put in a single crystal mine.
Good business is where you find it.
And we just finished up our colony here. So we definitely want a gene clinic and a city district there. Okay. I'm not concerned about our energy credits at this moment. We can always buy in additional consumer goods, which I'll do, and additional food, which I'll do as well. So that'll keep us afloat on that front. Our fleets are making their way into Pulbonkir. And once they arrive, things should get a little bit better. We now have the planetary FTL inhibitors. So we need to utilize our military research while the board understands that this is a problem that we need to do. So we're going to grab improved deflectors here. We're going to do everything we can militarily before the board starts throwing a fit about it. That's going to be the problem, of course. So we're going to grab keenness as soon as we can, but we're lacking influence for that. And all of our fleets are now in Pulbonkir. I want them to head down to Abriri. And we'll just get into position to attack there. In fact, we'll just go in and attack. This will be fine. And these guys will eventually flee, I'm sure. They can't really deal with this. In much the same way that our allies can't really deal with the Tuxcan entity. So that's exciting for them, I'm sure. We're heading on in here, and we will easily win this battle. Out of curiosity, what is the war goal here? I mean, it's mostly just defend ourselves, right?
Upscaling complete.
So we're going to head on over into Theravia. And we also have access now to research in Abriri. Now, these guys have equivalent tech to us. But there's clearly something that they have there. Ooh, that's a lot of components. Okay, so we can maybe steal some military tech from them. I love it. That's looking good. We can definitely grab keenness here. Again, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be fine as long as we don't colonize that world. It should be okay in theory. We're going to hit Theravia. And then we're going to push through their territory here. What is the strength of their stations? 2.2k.
Competitive station engaged.
We've found the remaining drones drifting into orbit around planet. We've learned that they're unwitting pawns in an elaborate scheme set up by an unknown faction. Going by the modus operandi of this operation, the faction is most likely a particularly old and particularly clever pirate syndicate. They must have found the drones drifting through space and done what we could not, modified them. While not as impressive as it sounds, all they did was introduce self-contained alien technology into the drones, the fact remains that these alien pirates possess a technological know-how far in advance of our own, at least in certain areas. Having installed their comms devices in their drones, the pirates let them drift through space again, knowing that they are set to assist their original master's colonists, and that the drone's ability to accurately identify such colonists has degraded with age. The drones have essentially been fattening up our colony as the pirates watch, waiting for the ideal time to strike. Our military analysts predict that the pirates will strike within the next 2 years. Okay, so we could say let them come and gain a bunch of influence, and that's actually what we're going to do. Cool, so Theravia will be under our control momentarily. There we go. That is now back to being ours. And we're going to head up into Hallex at this point. Do we attack them in Havenstar? It's possibly something that we can get away with. Here on our mining world, we're getting plenty of resources in terms of minerals. So I kind of want to put in a city district here to unlock a building slot. We really do need to work on our consumer goods and our food. There's no doubt about that. We do have an available farmer job here, and getting access to food processing would be really, really nice. There's no doubt about that either. So we're currently making our way over to Pandal, and we'll just allocate the influence for that right now. Cool.
Competitive station engaged.
So Hallex is under our control now. No problem. Do we attack Havenstar? Actually, they're attacking us in Hallex. They have about 9k. This is a mistake. We're going to start heading over here immediately. And yeah, we are currently missing a few admirals here. Maybe we should get some. The ship upkeep would not be bad. So we can put this guy in, and then we can put in additional ship upkeep. I'm okay with that. We do need to definitely cut down on our ship upkeep, or else the board is going to be super angry. So that does cut down on our ship upkeep by some amount. But yeah, if they're jumping directly in here, this is a mistake on their part, in my opinion. The migrating forests on Cosmalian Prime have resurfaced. We knew isolated pockets of their kind had survived in several remote areas, but they appeared dormant. It seems they used this reprieve to replenish their numbers, and they've begun to systematically attack our settlements. Contrary to what we believe, they clearly possess some kind of rudimentary intelligence, and they're out for revenge. They must be stopped. Okay, so that's on Cosmalian Prime. We're going to win that. They straight up lose this. Okay, cool. So they're attacking us here. Are all of them? Yeah, these guys are coming in too. I don't think they should do this, for the record.
Competitors engaged.
This is not good for them. They should have forced us to fight them where their base was. Because now they just straight up lose this. And we just head into Havenstar. Just for free. And then we can research the project in Hallex as well. So that looks good. Oh, hello. War's over. Okay, so if the war's over, and yeah, we technically lost the war. Again, we are trading these people's territory for time, is what we're doing here. But I do think that we should break our alliance with them. They're causing us more problems than they're solving right now. Can we not do that? Yeah, we just have a defensive pact. That's right. So we're going to break our defensive pact with them. Cool. And we're out of there. So we're going to get quite a lot of science out of this, I think. These guys want to establish embassies. Oh yeah, absolutely. We establish embassies with them. Cool. And we then grab ourselves... Okay, we grab ourselves our research station here. A war has broken out on Hasela 3. In recent years, certain factions on the planet managed to accrue enough wealth to monopolize the means of production. In turn, others revolted against the growing inequality. Now, an all-out class war has broken out. It's a dark time for Hasela 3. This will have lasting consequences. Okay, so either the capital triumph will happen in 100 days, that's an 80% chance, or 20% chance of economic insecurity. Interesting. So the trees are losing this, I think. Not affected by morale damage. That is definitely painful. It's going to be close, but I think we win this.
Hostile market
oh, that was close. Okay, that was really close. Many settlements and lives were lost to the rampaging trees on Cosmalian Prime, but we managed to push them back and exterminate the last of their kind. Squads equipped with flamethrowers are making absolutely certain that no trees are overlooked this time. That should teach them. Okay, so that's great. Our research agreement with the Pictlings was broken, which is unfortunate, but this is now complete, and that's fine. I want to get all of these heading back to Nightbirth, and we're going to need to replenish our existing ships. Okay. The board gets it now, what I'm saying about defense. At least for a little bit. We need to make use of that.
Research actualized.
There's improved deflectors finishing. That's good. We can grab, like, shields here, I think. I think we take shields out of this. We're not going to get that many more military researches before the board starts to get uppity about it. So that's definitely noted. We do have access to this tropical world here that I would love to colonize. I'm going to buy in 2,500 alloys. We're going to immediately work on colonization. A capital triumph. Okay, so that was the 80% odds. The delinquent employees on Hasela 3 have tired themselves out, and their arrogant revolt has ended in failure. The executives regained control of the situation through tactful corporate restructuring and performance management. The status quo has been restored. Everyone is returning to their designated workspaces. Cool, so we gain progress towards our next insight technology. That is, of course, our observation post. So we can then colonize out over here as well. Anywhere else that we can colonize? For now, that's it. Okay, but we can throw the rest of these alloys into production of ships. We can also upgrade, I think, Howling Vortex is what we're going to do for now.
Upscaling complete.
Cool. So that's good progress. The cache compose is done in Keenus, and are we going to grab, say, Hoggers here? I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be upset about us grabbing this, right? The Holy Guardians here, colonizing systems that they consider sacred, right. So we've got the military isolationists over here. Colonizing systems that border them is likely to draw their ire, whereas here it's colonizing their holy systems, although it's using the same term, colonizing, but they were upset at us for just building a starbase here. I don't think we're going to get yelled at for this starbase. I also don't think we're going to get yelled at for this starbase either. We'll see. Reasonably certain about transmission.
Good business is where you find it.
This is actually a really solid research agreement. We accept that. We got this colony ready to go, and we're going to put in a gene clinic and a city district there. Fantastic. We're back to positive on our energy credits for now. It's currently our consumer goods and food, which is worrying. We are, of course, also going to look to get all of these upgraded once they arrive. And apparently these don't need an upgrade? That's intriguing. The first contact oh, this must have gotten fully upgraded before we pulled them away, because that would have been the first one in the list. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. No real problems there. We could discover an L-Gate insight, but I don't think we're going to. For the time being, that seems reasonably fine. We still need to prioritize colonizing all of this back here and doing it quite quickly. So we'll build our mining stations over here. Grabbing an additional alloy out of that too. That's going to be very, very nice.
Detritus analyzed.
Cool. So the cache probe has grabbed this information out over here. That gives us a lot of potential techs. So that's great. Now we're going to head back to Tiamat and assist research there. We're going to resume our assistance. And how are we doing technologically? Okay, we've got a little bit of time here. The board is still okay with us working on defense technology for the time being. They're a little bit skittish about our current situation. And I can't say I blame them. I'm also a little bit skittish. I'm going to upgrade this Starhold. But we're going to have a pretty massive alloy deficit for a little bit here. One fleet needs to be reinforced with one ship for 0. So something's not right here.
Upscaling complete.
And it's you. No, it's not you. What is it? Something isn't right with our ship setup, but we'll see, I guess. So we're making 2 colony ships at this moment, and then we'll have a destroyer, a bunch of corvettes, and then roughly 1 trillion upgrades to work on. I'm actually going to cancel our upgrades for the moment, and we're just going to have these park here. We'll enter orbit. And we're going to work our way through our corvettes and our destroyer here. Once we're done with those, we are, of course, going to redesign our ships a little bit because we are going to have additional equipment once that's all completed. So that should be fine. Our colony ships are finishing up and heading out. We definitely want to build our mining and research stations here. The time has come, and the pirate armada arrives on cue. Okay, so that's out here in Dongar. Interesting that they popped in here. Okay, I'm going to send... Let's see. This one has sublight speed, so I'm going to send this guy on over to Dongar. It'll take him a while to get there. I should have done that earlier, almost certainly. But for now, that'll have to do. This was intended to be a trade hub. And we'll definitely get that started.
Research actualized.
Cool. So this is a system capital complex ready to go. From here, I would absolutely love to get more tile blocker clearances. That'll do for now. And I want to check here. Any of these that we can upgrade? Absolutely there are. Excellent. There's this tech world here that needs a job. We can get another research complex going there.
Upscaling complete.
So our tech is getting better. Star fortresses are going to be done
Research
now.
actualized.
What do we take from here? Better habitability? Level 2 armor. We're going to take level 2 armor here. That'll be a very good sign. Okay, these guys just declared war on the Pictlings, and that is why we broke our defensive pact with them. Our borders closed with them. Yeah, so they're not going to be coming through here. How are they going to get there? I guess maybe they can go around this way? That'd be a really awkward route. But our borders are closed, so it seems okay. These guys are now a vassal under these lads. Or not, yeah, these lads. That's fine. Our aggro world definitely needs a planetary capital. That is a very big deal. And we need a job on Entropy's Promise. We'll build a business management nexus there. Otherwise, this is looking good. The Cash Compose is going to need to head up over this direction and build the starbase. And then we'll head into the LR9 Singularity. We have an unspent civic point. And what do we want to do here? Monthly unity would be interesting. Coordinated fulfillment centers. Gradually turning into tomb worlds. Yeah, I think we'll avoid that for now. It'd be an interesting idea. No doubt about that. Empire size from systems. Empire size from systems wouldn't be bad. We'll take private prospectors. Cool. So that's underway. Bringing our empire size down by a decent amount, in theory. Indeed. Cool. So that will reduce our overall technology cost. That is quite important. We definitely don't want to colonize here. We are avoiding that deliberately. And we just finished up somewhere with something. But I don't actually know what because I clicked through it. We are full on minor artifacts, and we definitely should do something with this. Maybe we should do Secrets of the Ute. Okay, we'll do a special project here, and we'll delve into the Secrets of the Ute. That's society research, so that's not that valuable. That should be okay. What can only be described as a dimensional portal has been discovered in a remote location on Ilix Prime. Weather prediction algorithms noticed a strange air current, which was eventually determined to be caused by the slight leakage of atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small for it to make any difference to life on Ilix Prime, but the very existence of this portal raises some disturbing questions, such as, where does it lead to? And could something come through the portal on the other side? Well, we should definitely look into that. And we'll do so. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue working on colonizing this area and bringing up our defensive technology. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Roe Corvid, Kintogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Anna the Elephant, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.